Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go here at Arrowhead. This fielded at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. And if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, KC.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They put Kelsey in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time. Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. So 4th down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. Mahomes now to throw again. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And the Chiefs are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line. To throw is Mahomes. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he...
And he'll take it on in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Robinson to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jags offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. 3rd down and 9. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Third and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Mahomes back. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes to the left side, caught by Kelsey. Big strides. Look at him go. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into.
It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. On 1st down, Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. They go play action for Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Lawrence. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are back within 4. It is 14-10. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. Still going. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one taken in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 21-10 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Brian Thomas now in the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whenever the defense is trying the first half, it hasn't worked. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion comes Thomas. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw. Lawrence. A quick slang into the hands of Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, so they take advantage of the 1st and 5 situation and pick up the quick first down. They'll run the toss here to Etienne. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Quick throw, taken in. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw is Lawrence. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Little on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars are back within 4. It's 21-17. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, it's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun. And the Jaguars are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Second down, Lawrence. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line. To throw is Mahomes. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. On the return, it's Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now here's Lawrence. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
In motion comes Thomas. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
3rd and long. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And in motion is Brown. They'll run. It's Etienne. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They go play action for Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Lawrence. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. And in motion is Brown. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's 2nd and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They put Strange in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lawrence now. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Lawrence. That is caught, back corner of the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Little on now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he will score. Game on. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Etienne. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. This run straight ahead for Etienne. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They put Strange in motion. He'll get this one complete to Brown. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Etienne now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Motion man is Rice. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Looking middle. He's got Kelsey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. To the left side in the hands of Rice. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.